And now, from inside Forto's fortress of perversion, I bring you a girl who wants to do butt stuff with you. And when I say butt stuff, I mean stuff with your butt. And when I say you, I mean you and your wife. Here she is, the one, the only, Kinky Katie.
Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Tuesday. It is Katie's World. I am your host for this evening. With me is my co-host, Mr. Dave Cunningham.
A little annoyed.
I didn't make it.
I'm a little annoyed. Mildly annoyed.
I didn't make it.
I'll have to screen the new intros.
And we have Stunkcock in the room.
Yo.
I should shut his mic off.
Yo.
We have two very special guests with us today. We have Mr. Bloodlust.
Hello, hello.
And we also have the lovely Miss Vanna.
Hey guys.
If you want to get in the conversation, you can call us at 941-421-0401. You can Skype RazRadio1. You can also reach me on Twitter at KinkyKatieRadio. Did you guys want to give out your Twitter handles at all? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Mine's at Bloodlust7, and those are zeros instead of O's.
Yeah, I made that mistake like 3 times.
And I am at Vanna_Evans.
So there you go. So if you want to see what the guests look like, you can also, we're live streaming it tonight.
Yeah, I suggest you live stream. I think it's the most amount of good-looking women I've had in my apartment ever.
I'm sorry. There's only 2 of us.
Yeah,
are you counting more than 2?
What is that? And you got to understand the descriptive word, good-looking. So.
Well, thank you. I feel flattered. So yeah, so the new intro will be changed. It'll be edited and altered.
Yeah, I don't even want to adjust that.
No, we're not.
First and last time.
We won't.
Yeah, you heard it last year.
I know.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything wrong with it.
I know.
Yeah, because there was a little dig at me right at the very end.
Oh.
Because, you know, it could have been going on for the last 10 minutes and I wouldn't have noticed it. But the fact that it was on the last 30 seconds, because then, as I put headphones on, I'm gonna.
But the good part is I won't include it in the
It's okay.
podcast. I'll cut it out of there.
It's okay. I'm not.
I just
worried.
had to see your face one
Did
good
you see
time.
my whole body?
It
Like,
was fucking awesome. Awesome. We saw it, and it'll get cut out, and if nobody heard
no,
it,
that's all right. It's all right. I don't
then
really
it's lost
care.
forever.
I just hopeful. I was just. You know what? Nobody even knows what we're talking about. Let's just move on.
I know it.
There you go. So, haha. Now that we've gotten past that, our guests today. I'm so excited. I have become friends with them, and I'm very excited. I met them separately, actually, and Bloodlust. I was talking to him on was it FetLife that we met?
It was FetLife, yeah.
It was FetLife. So FetLife.com, really fun. Trust me, if you know Kinky Katie Radio, that's what I am on every fucking thing. Gotcha? Yeah. All right. Anywho, I'm getting looks.
It's called promotion.
What?
It's called promotion.
That's all right. Branding pitches.
You gotta say those keywords,
Google me. It tickles. Yeah. So, and then I got to see you. We finally got to meet face to face at FetCon last year.
It was face to boob. You were wearing 6-inch platform boots, so.
I love those boots. They're falling apart though. I need new ones so bad before this year. Huh. I love that jacket you were wearing. He was wearing this zebra stripe long coat. It was really cool. It was fuzzy. Anywho, and then he introduced me to Ms. Vanna. Ms. Vanna was she was on my Friday show before. She was one of the guests. But hello, Ms. Vanna.
Hello.
Get your face in there.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Sorry.
okay. Just attack it. See? And she does have a tongue piercing, in case you guys didn't know. Well, anywho. All right. Well, what Bloodlust does? Why don't you tell them what you do?
I make pretty girls bleed.
Oh.
And I love it every time I say it, and you go, ugh.
Yeah, he's a blood play enthusiast and fetishist. So
what does that mean? Because I'll be honest with you guys, I make her not tell me things so that you hear my reaction live on the show.
Yep.
And when she told me you guys are coming and we might have to lay down tarps, I was like, what is going to go on in here? And really, what is it you do aside from making girls bleed?
you kind of hit the nail on the head. No, it's a lot of energy exchange, and it's a lot of release for the bottom, and I get kind of like a kick from it. It's like a jolt.
So, do you ever get cut yourself, or do you just do the cutting?
I usually do the cutting,
Mhm.
and I mean, I've been cut myself. It's one of those things. Well, I'll try it first to see how it feels, and then I will do it to somebody else. So I have cut myself. I've let very few other people cut me, but for the most part, I do the
Was it ever by accident? I mean, have you ever had some oopsies?
once. Once I've had a big oopsie.
Okay, tell us about your
Go
oopsie.
on, right?
Yes.
On you or
No, on
somebody
somebody else.
Let me just ask real quick. Are they still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I have no convictions. I'll put
Gotcha.
you that
else?
way.
They're not missing toes, are they?
No, no.
We're sensitive around here about missing toes.
I inserted a claw, about a 4-inch claw, into somebody's back, and I didn't realize that I was going in because it felt like butter, and I made the blade go in about halfway, and it was kind of interesting, so I kept going. And it was, yeah. And another time I made a.
So, and we're talking about something that's about 4.5, 5 inches, if not bigger. Because
What are we talking about now?
Well, you're doing. Well, because you're doing it with your hand, with your fingers,
Yes.
and if you're not watching, they can't see it.
Yeah. Well,
They're
I
just
said
listening.
4.5, 5 inches. It's
Oh,
a
I'm
claw.
sorry. You know, you have to just
I'm gonna
bear
have-
with me.
I'm gonna have to draw pictures and.
I like pictures.
No, it was a claw. It was a finger claw,
Right.
and I had it. It's a blade that sits on top of your hand. And then the other time, I made two about 12-inch incisions on her back, about a 1/2 inch wide. That was very. Do you want to go to the hospital? I don't know. Do we have butterfly enclosures? What's going on? So those were my oopsie times.
Well, what happened with that?
We put butterfly enclosures on it, and now she has 2 giant scars on her back.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's really making my back hurt.
Scars are the best part. What are you talking about?
Absolutely.
Did you ever
That's-
put your
that's
initials
proof.
in
Yeah.
somebody?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then someone, a big name in the fetish community, started to rip that off, and I was a very unhappy camper after that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I hear ya. Well, that sucks. But I mean, you know how to do all the. Where did you start? Like, where did you train or practice, or on how to do this and how to clean somebody up and be really sterile about stuff?
It's like Hogwarts. There's like a train.
You run really hard into a pillar and you get there, kind of thing.
Yes.
Whatever.
And when she's knocked out, you can do anything you want.
Just make sure you have plenty of ice.
No, a lot of it
No
is through mentors, and you go to somebody just like a lot of the things in the fetish community. Hey, I think I might be into this. How do I do it? It took a couple of years for me to really hone my craft to where I felt comfortable doing the extreme things that I do, but a lot of mentoring, a lot of I wonder if this work. A lot of it's trial and error, and you just continue to build and build and build. And that's pretty much the way it goes. But a lot of it was through mentoring. I had some people who had been in the lifestyle for a lot longer than I have, and I would bounce a lot of questions off of them.
Did you practice on cadavers or?
Live.
Yeah, because
Live.
try. I mean, what do you sign up for that? I say, I want to be a pincushion. Whee!
100%.
Yeah.
Just like we were talking about FetLife,
Mhm.
I'm sure you've read my profile.
I
It
have.
took you a little while. It's extremely long, and there's a Q&A section for you. But yeah, and then people will actually find me. I've had people fly in from across the country just to meet me and experience this type of activity.
Cool.
Yeah. So there's plenty of people that, and of course there's a thorough interview process to make sure that they're not just wackos, even though they are all
Well,
wackos.
Well, because you want to.
Those that worked out so far.
not that great.
Because I was gonna say, because you don't want to do something to someone where it was consensual, then turn around and say, "Oh, I was assaulted," or they fucking came at me and shit. I mean,
Well, that's my biggest fear with anything. I mean, you meet the girl at the bar, and hey, how's it going? You get home, you raped me. Well, I'm me, and if they're them, I'm kind of fucked. So, but push come to shove.
No, it's funny you say that because I've always told Katie if I could do whatever I wanted to her and she could, nobody could ever prove that she didn't ask for it.
yeah,
But she probably
isn't
did.
that nice?
Well, I'm just saying. You
My-
probably did.
My girlfriend in college was prom queen, captain of the cheerleading squad, and I was afraid. I was
You
like,
went anal dry, didn't you?
what's that?
That's-
I did, but
I
that's another
would've.
story.
I would have held that bitch down and be like, "Scream, motherfucker! You better have something to bite on." Sorry.
Yeah, and I was afraid to. She was intoxicated, and then she sobered up, and I was still afraid because I was like, if I told her straight away, look, tomorrow morning, if you regret any of this, my ass is sitting in the county jail for quite some time because no one's gonna believe the long-haired, tattooed guy got the captain of the cheerleading squad, prom queen, pretty girl, Prissy, into bed without excessive force. So,
I did. What does my tongue taste like? Roofies. Sorry.
How do you know what roofies taste like?
I dose myself sometimes. What do you want from me?
How do you quality control roofies? I would like to know that information.
I don't know. I guess just get a fist of them and just drop up like one in each girl's drink and then just see which one gets fucked up first or like more fucked up and be like, weak one. Come here.
then chain them all together, and it becomes a game.
Who wants to play Human Centipede? I do. Ass muncher.
Like if you're gonna go all out, do human millipede.
Oh,
Oh, God. I don't know if I feel worse for someone kind of in the middle or the very last one.
wait a minute. You think it's cool to have somebody attached to your ass like the first guy? You think that's cool?
But
I
at
think
least
the
their
whole-
mouth's not attached to someone else's asshole.
Exactly. Come on, Dave.
Yeah, but
Be
I
the
think
Felcher, not the Felchie.
I think they're all fucked up
Or
on
the
that one.
Felchie, not the
There's no
Baba
winner in
Felchie.
a human centipede, except for the
The
doctor.
first one, he gets to eat Cheetos. That's about it.
The cuttlefish and asparagus are vanilla paste. Vanilla paste. Cuttlefish. I-
Have you seen the second one? Never mind.
No, I haven't actually seen any of them, which I want to.
We're doing South Park
And
versions.
No.
Well, the thing is, though, I've seen some pretty fucked up films for the delight of other people, which, God. I saw 180 Days of Solo, or, 180 Days in Sodom, or just Sodom, something like that. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though?
I do not. But now I have some Netflix to go watch.
Oh, my God. It's a very old film. It's foreign. I think it's Italian. First of all, I don't know if I should even tell you about it, but you should fucking see. I'm gonna say it anyway. So there's a bunch of
I don't
kids.
wanna spoil it.
Fuck it, I am. There's a bunch of, like, aristocrats and like all like the highfalutin people. They pretty much send these recruiters out who go to people's houses, either orphanages or other stuff, and just pick kids. I mean, and the people who run these houses and orphanages, they'll take them out, strip them down, and be like, look at this ass, it's such a great ass. Like, look at this pussy, it's perfect. These little titties are bouncy. And then they'll take them, and then they all go to this one, like, mansion on this hill. I mean, then the kids are fucking freaked out because they know that something bad's going to happen, but they don't know what. And like, oh, well, guess what? Your parents know, and just so you guys know, you're all going to die at some point. You guys are all going to fucking die. They get tortured. Fucking, they're always naked. They have like story time where they have to sit, and I mean, all the guys are gay. Well, they're bi, but they're mostly gay because they like the little boys' asses. But I mean, there's shit eating, there's scalping, there's torture, oh god, there's a golden shower time. I mean, it's.
If it requires a tarp, it was in there.
And where can I find this movie?
I got it actually online. You can find it, and it's old. It's like from the 40s. No, That's too old. I think it's from like the 60s.
Could I Rotten Tomatoes this or?
I think so.
What's the name of it again?
It's either 180 Days of just Salo.
Do we have a clip?
It's Salo, Salo, or another one is 180 Days of Sodom. That's it.
I'm on it. A Serbian film is a good one if you haven't seen a Serbian film.
Did you know they're going to be doing a part 2?
That movie I looked and I was like, yeah, I would never thought of that. And for me to say that's pretty.
I don't know where else they could go. Okay, a Serbian film. That's another fucked up movie that was banned in a lot of states. It's another foreign film, and is it? Wow. I mean, the part that got me the worst was the newborn porn.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was extremely interesting.
There's a scene of one of the girls who happens to be in the movie that they're making, but she's pregnant, she's giving birth on the table. The guy delivers the baby, slaps the baby, and then fucks it. And
in this movie?
No, this
okay.
in the Serbian film.
Because I found it and I'm tweeting it out right now.
Yeah. No, not in that one. A different piece of garbage.
Yeah, and you just the noise. I mean, you could tell it was fake, but still the noises was just fucking awful. The tearing, the screaming. I was fucked up. I did not feel right after I watched that movie. It was just horrible.
I was more about the girl getting her head cut off and being fucked. That was my I was like a kid in a candy store. I was clapping. That was great.
He was giving.
You must have liked Faces of Death, didn't you?
Certain ones. Half of it's fake and half of it's real, but yeah, I'm big into that stuff. Like Saw, I could have written Saw before Saw came out because when I saw it, I'm like, this is what he should do. Yeah, the third one's great, by the way. If you haven't seen not Saw, pardon me, Hostel. If you haven't seen the third Hostel, watch it.
What?
Oh, it's good.
Really? No, I've seen it.
It's good.
You really like that one the best.
Yeah, with the cheerleaders and the cockroach. Oh, that was fantastic.
Oh my god, that was the cheesiest one. They put more money into it, of course. I still like the original the best.
Yeah.
It was more gritty.
The first one was fantastic.
Hey, just so you know, the 120 Days of Sodom
Yeah.
is
Sodom.
on YouTube in 720p.
Nice.
You can find it and watch it on YouTube. It's an hour and 16 minutes.
That's it?
Hold on.
I'm gonna
Is that like the Reader's Digest version?
I'm gonna add this to my Flex queue.
It seemed a lot longer when you actually watched it.
Yes, it
I'll
does. It seems a lot longer. Yeah.
I'm gonna add this to my queue and watch it
Oh.
on my TV.
Understand there?
What's up?
Nothing.
No.
I want 100,000 Days of Sodom. That sounds awesome.
Dude.
And it's from 1975, so you know they got some good shit in it.
What?
And it's foreign, so it's really
Right.
fucked up. Oh gosh! And then that other scene where that ex-porn star or the chick who still did porn, when she went to go save him, and then he finds her all chained up and her head is slumped over, and if she's dead and she's bleeding, she's got no teeth. Well, then he finds a video of what happened to her, and she got her fucking teeth ripped out and then forcefully throat fucked until she died.
Is there another way to throat fuck other than forcefully?
But oh yeah, what we were talking about with the head getting cut off. He gets injected with a fucking humongous dose of what was it, bull Viagra, like bull Viagra, and then they lead him into this room and he's all like humping air pretty much, and he's like jacked up and ready to go. There's this bitch on the bed. She's on all four. Well, she's on her stomach, but she's chained down. While they throw him on her, he starts fucking her, and then he fucking like donkey punches her, and he's punching her, and then he pulls out this fucking machete and cuts her head off. Yeah. And still
I like
keeps
that.
fucking her.
I like that.
And then there's this fucking nurse lady who's been giving him all these injections and fucking him up. Well, he came to, and he injected her with the same shit. She comes in this one room towards the end. She's got this she's bleeding all down her crotch. She's holding this big pipe. And obviously, since he fed her the fucking like Viagra shit, she got horny and fucked herself with the pipe, and then she killed herself because she ends up collapsing.
Very visual movie, I take.
Y'all with me so far?
No,
Sorry.
No, you lost
I'm
me like
far
10,000
away.
words ago. I don't know.
Whatever.
Stabbing, a
Whatever.
hole, a neck.
I don't care. So what do you keep
Giblets.
in your box that you bring with you all the time?
Earth thing.
Our thing.
Our thing,
Stuff.
my pertinence and touch.
Dental gags, the world's greatest blindfold.
Wait a minute, what's a
tape.
dental gag?
All right, break them out, man.
Here, just spin the mic. Spin the mic.
And just get up and walk around, man. It's,
I don't know where I put it.
it's
Hold on,
behind.
hold
It's
on.
behind
There
the
you go.
thing there.
You get right out that way.
It's on the other side.
So for you on the receiving end, is obviously isn't a knife play, blade play, things like that. I mean, is the cutting more to get to the blood, or is it the act of the cutting for you?
Oh,
Him
I know what
slash you,
those
him?
are.
It's the sensation of it. It's that like the breaking through the layers of skin, like just feeling every bit of that, just like splitting up, like just that sensation.
Of the actual cut.
Yeah,
All
it's it's something that you don't get anywhere else, and then the energy with it it's just the whole back and forth exchange.
But the thing, you can put it on the table there, the whole box if you want.
is
All right, so let me ask you this: do you have scars from these bloodletting things?
I have a few.
What? Where?
On her back. Where do you think?
It's
Where
the
you
kind of
left them?
scars that you can't see.
Emotional
Where you
scars.
left them?
I can do things where you'll find no scarring, nothing. Like, just like you walked in is the same way you walk out. Or I can make you look like...
All right, so suppose you want to keep everything on the down low. What would do you use razors?
My favorite thing is straight razors.
Oh yeah,
They're my favorite. They're heavy, and the blades are about 5 inches long, and they can do some major damage. And they're also super sharp, and it works. After that is just hardware store razor blades, because they're disposable. I can throw them in a bio container, and they're good to go.
You know, like not having to worry about autoclaving it or boiling it or,
Right.
or whatever it is.
Are you afraid of maybe picking up one of these bloodborne issues?
All the time.
All right.
Before I do something involving blood with somebody, there's a rigorous, I want to say like interrogation, but it's not. It's like an interview process.
Mhm.
Yes. I want to make sure you're on the level mentally. You know, I can't have somebody freaking out while I've got a straight razor to their neck or their back or their thigh or something like
Oh
that.
my god.
So I mean to make sure that they're somewhat sound.
Do you do like first timers, or do you do people that have done this before?
I can do first timers, but you've got to meet my expectations. And
Breathing,
yeah, I mean that, but
Heartbeat.
it's
not a cock.
what?
No cock, heartbeat, breathing.
No, I mean there's a different energy between
He's
men
not
and
talking
women.
about your, specifications.
Just saying. Some of us are more picky.
All right, so you do it and she gets it done,
Yes.
or do you do it at all to other people, or
No.
you're just the? Is there words for that? Like there's.
Well, like sub and dom, but that's not
Right.
really a sub and dom with blade play so much. I don't think.
Top and bottom.
Top and yeah.
So,
That's or sadist and masochist.
gotcha.
Or victim and assaulter.
However you choose.
The defendant
I
and
was about to say that. See, I'm going to be taking pictures of some stuff. See, I thought
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Wait,
I
what
used
is
to-
that first? You
That's a
took a
dental.
picture.
that's what I'm getting
Dental
to.
gag.
See, it's you call
these
it.
are all dental gags. I have an array. I'm
See-
big into drool.
I always thought that was called an oral dilator.
You could call it.
So, I mean,
It dilates.
I
an oral.
learn stuff all the time.
The exact name for that is a whitehead gag. That
It's
is
a
the gentleman
stop the bitch from fucking talking.
who.
That's
Open
what
your
that's
pile
called.
and
How much
shut
does that
up all
cost?
at the same time.
That I think was $180 or $100 or something like that. It's very expensive.
They also have them that have rubber guards, so it doesn't so
You
it's,
don't want to go.
Yeah, those.
cheap.
That's
on
the
your
bitch,
gums.
that's the bitch one.
well, excuse me.
Rubber.
Hmm.
No,
I just heard that's what you liked. Sorry.
no. I prefer steel. Those are great for the throat fucking. You don't need to rip the girl's teeth out when you have that. It's perfect. That's not what you think it is, by the way.
What do I think it is?
Is
You
that
think
an
it's-
I don't think you
eyelash
know what I
curler?
think
It's a
it is.
very small. It's a duck speculum.
This is what you call a molt gag, and this actually pries one side of the mouth apart.
Just one.
like a fish.
How do you? Yeah, how does that work? How do you only pry one side of the mouth?
Over in the corner.
Because
Oh,
you-
I go that way?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fish hook.
okay.
Nearly.
pretty
Really?
much, yeah. I have those. I've got a nostril hook in there. I've got.
Let us see. I want to see.
What the hell did I let into my apartment?
I love it.
I didn't sign a waiver.
What you
That's all right, man.
You have
See?
to ask yourself is, does he know his way back?
Oh my gosh.
All right. So while you're going to get the thing, where did you start with this? Did you, as a younger person, did you like, what started it, or how did you find it?
Okay, we're gonna jump in the Wayback Machine.
Okay.
Growing up, I was like the doormat, like total friend zone guy. Wrote the poetry and liked the girls, and the girls didn't like me. And I got really depressed, and I was like, whatever. And eventually, I realized that like I wanted to hurt these people, and I could find people that wanted to be hurt, and I just ran with it.
That's interesting. So you turned what could possibly have been a shootout, a school shootout where you went out, or what did that kid out in 22-year-old douchebag in L.A.? He killed people because girls didn't like him. So you turned it actually around
To a
and
hobby.
to a fetish, and now you have this smoking hot girl next to you.
Yeah, I mean,
The geeks will inherit the world.
you just become more comfortable. You find yourself, and you find what works for you. And some people never find it, and some people it takes a little bit of time. And I just found that the blood and the cutting and the energy was like what I craved. I mean, people go for drugs, they go for drinking, they go for womenizing, they go for everything under the sun, and this was like what I found that worked. And it's a very small niche, so to excel at it,
Right.
you kind of have your,
Right,
like-
you're the big fish in a little pond at that point.
Exactly.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, so asking you, Vanna, so when did you get into it? Like how does it feel for you? Like what do you feel?
It's
Mike,
oh,
do it.
sorry. It's not something that you can really explain. It's because it's a little different every time. It depends on the environment. It depends on what's going on. It depends on, if it's been a long time in between, if it's been with what your reasoning is going into it, whether it's for show, for he's taught classes, if it's for a demo, or if it's just like a one-on-one thing. It's a completely different
Just a
completely
different emotional range
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Different like preparedness and what you got to go through.
Absolutely. It's
Oh.
a different sensation.
Gotcha.
I have a question for you. All right, since I got to get on the mic too. Since you're the receiver, can you? Let's just say you have like a one-night stand. Everybody could have random sex. Can you have somebody just randomly cut you, or do you need to like trust them?
I don't think so. I think that's when it gets into I just accidentally got stabbed by someone I found at the bar. That would not be good.
All right, so you have to have trust, and this is not something that is driving you, and you could do with anybody.
No, there are things that you could do, with someone that you were not familiar with. There's
Kind of like a mild thing.
but nothing like this, because you don't know if that person knows what they're doing.
Yeah,
and if
no.
they don't,
Right.
then it's stabby hospital time, and that's not cool.
Right.
Any kind of like sub-dom thing, especially something involving that could potentially be as dangerous. I definitely would make sure my administrator of fun, like I'd have to know, like what you're doing, because it's not hard.
Right.
It's not hard when you're playing with sharp shit.
Yeah, sharp things can be dangerous.
Yeah, I have a handful of scars by accident, and I can't imagine doing it on purpose.
I have hands full of scars from my day job, so I know.
Oh my gosh. Well, when we get back, we're going to take a quick little break. We're going to go through some of the equipment that he has, and I've got pictures to show you. They're pretty interesting, and definitely watch the stream.
Yum, yum. It's time.
decisions, but I want it all, so I get it all. I wanna eat the whole cake. I'm not sharing, I'm not sharing. You should've learned how to bake. Yes, I want it all, so I get it all. I wanna eat the whole cake. I'm not sharing, I'm not sharing.
You should have learned bitches love cake.
And welcome back to Katie's World on RazRadioLive.com. Haha. Thanks for joining us for the second half. Make sure you stick around for the Mallard Report right after us. And what do they talk about?
Ghosts and shit.
That's right. Spooky shit. I don't know. Is it haunted? Is it not? I have no idea. But then after that is Gonzo Radio.
Yeah, tonight I won't be listening to that. I'll be on a competing show.
Ah, right. But, so yeah. Oh, I have to say hi, Andrew. So,
That's on the camera, you know.
I don't care. No, I'm just teasing. No, Andrew. I love your face. It's good for your skin. No, Andrew is a new friend of mine, and he's got a pretty cool company. And once I start getting to know more about it, I will be sharing more about it with y'all.
You get to know them first?
The
When did you start that? I don't remember anything like that, getting to know anything.
Oh, it's because I'm married now.
Oh, yeah, see?
Oh, come on now.
I pay the big bucks.
That's right. Ching. All right, so now that we are back, we've got some implements, some equipment out, which I have seen both of them, and I have to say they're a lot of fun, except for the nose hook. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. It hurts your little nose. Well, my little nose. But I guess if you have a really big nose, it wouldn't matter. Probably wouldn't even.
I have a
feel
big
it.
nose. It's not fun.
Well,
I think it really matters the nose that you put it on, right? It's pretty much just uncomfortable.
When you put the gag with the nose and the cuffs and the braid and the thing, yeah.
And the piggy corkscrew butt plug.
Do you guys have like a website or pictures or places where her audience could?
FetLife.
FetLife is the easiest thing. You go Bloodlust with zeros. You can find all the pictures of pretty much anything. My entire collection's on there.
It's bloody.
Yes, it is bloody. I remember when I had Bloodlust on as a guest way back in the day. Oh, that was over a year ago, that I had you on, and yeah, I was trying to study up on what he liked to do on the blood play, and I was looking through Google and shit, and oh my god, I couldn't do it because I'm not. I guess because it makes me feel pain, even it just goes pain. Just stupid. Anyway, so why don't you please describe to us what you have brought in this little facial funds?
Oh, I have pretty much a little of everything. That is a whitehead gag. That is awesome for forced oral.
Okay. Now, why don't you describe
Let me see
what
that.
it does?
Oh, okay. You took pictures of this already, right?
Yes.
That ratchets, and not the ratchet like now people are using ratchet, which bugs me.
Ratchet bitch.
Yes, that actually ratchets open, and you can open the mouth, but you can't close it. This is what your sadistic dentist would probably use back in the day.
Is it safe?
Yeah, I get, unless you have like TMJ or something like that. Then
Well, then you wouldn't even need one. It'd be just automatic. It'd be natural.
pretty much.
It'd be natural.
I have the Molt gag, which is a more primitive device. Does the same thing, and then I have my.
Oh, is that the one with the two hooks on the sides?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one I dig. I don't know why I enjoy this one, but I really do, and I've always I've wanted one, but I've never really talked about it before. But it's this gag that there's like two hooks on either side of your mouth, and they go on the sides of your mouth, and it pull that open, kind of like double fish hook.
He's got one.
Yeah, and it's strapped
Within
to the
seconds,
back.
he whips one out.
Yeah.
Fish hook.
So this yours is like uber adjustable too.
It's sticky.
So we're not going to see any demonstrations of this?
Well, this is his stuff, and he didn't want my germs on his stuff.
Oh, okay. Good answer. Good
All
answer.
the germs on his stuff.
All right, then, but this thing won't go small enough to fit my face.
Oh, it will. That's on a larger thing. It goes smaller. I can see from here. It goes smaller.
Yeah, I know, but I'm looking at the smallest
I use it
one.
as a cock ring.
Anywho, but yeah, so it pulls your face open, and I really like that one, and I don't know why. Except if it was actually the spider gag isn't bad. You got one of those too?
He gets up. Why don't you just bring it over in front of the couch?
Yeah.
The spider gag is
Put it on the coffee
It's a
table.
round ring, and then it's got these 4 claws that come out on the sides, and so you're like and it's really freaking cool. That I will take a picture of on.
You name it.
There it is.
Watch your coffee.
There's one.
It's brand spanking.
Oh, you're kidding.
And here's the
Can I put it on? And it was got from Fetish Factory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We know.
Glenn.
Obviously, being in South Florida, that was pretty much most of the scene down there.
All right. I'm going to put this thing on because it's awesome.
How are you going to talk while you? So she's putting this thing in her mouth. Looks kind of like a spider with 4 legs and a fucking hole in the middle that you can't fit your cock in. But on the good end of it, if you're into water sports, that would be the gag to have because the fluids could actually get deep down in there. A little scary looking.
Uh-huh.
It is.
You should do the rest of the show like that.
I don't know if I could even fit a testicle in there.
So, Katie, what's going on?
I told you it's not super big.
It's not meant for force fucking.
I want to hook a violent wand up to that and see how that would go over, but I haven't had the opportunity yet.
Oh, let us know how that happens.
For the uninitiated, what's a violent wand?
Oh.
Violet wand. It's an electrified source that I don't like, but people do.
I do.
Or a car battery. That might work too.
I got one in the closet right over there. It's charged
No.
up.
This is not the same.
Yeah, attachments.
Did you just wipe that on your shirt?
It's my spit.
Yeah, but I'll clean it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's already. What are you doing? Wiping all the good stuff off, dumbass. What are you doing?
Sorry.
And Katie, announce that we're listening. That you can call in because I want to hear if somebody's going to call in on this.
Yeah. The phone number is 941-421-0401.
What's your Twitter? How do I get you on Twitter?
Twitter is at Kinky Katie Radio. We also have. Say your Twitter handles.
At Vanna_Evans.
At Bloodlust7 with zeros.
Not 007. All right, people. You can also Skype at Raz Radio 1.
And you know Forto Jones.
Yes, and you know Forto Jones. He's the one
He tries to not be known, but we know him.
Well, you did post your picture of your surgery.
I did.
On
I was
Facebook.
looking to switch the picture out on Facebook. I was like, I might as well put, instead of putting the graphic, I'll put the actual
picture.
Ford toe. You're right.
Yeah.
I should have kept that toe.
Yeah.
In a jar?
In a jar, yeah.
Ew.
Little shriveled thing.
And what's his again? Bloodlust?
With
It's BL00DLUST7.
Umlaut. There's an umlaut in there, I'm telling you.
No,
I don't know how you type it.
There's an Amsterdam. Never mind.
Ampersand.
Yep.
She was having a hard time with that.
She had a hard time with that last week.
She sent a tweet out to ask people to send them pictures of guys posed in the ampersand pose, but she can't even say the fucking word. It's awesome.
Because I didn't have to say the fucking word. I just went doop, there.
No, you did after you announced it on air. You thought you could say it.
It's all right, but I can't. Anyway, what else did you bring in your box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Hey, stuck up
More
bitch.
stuff.
I've got claws and knives and straight
Knives?
razors and shackles and that thing.
Is that an
Gotta have
Allen
metal on
wrench?
it, pretty much.
Pardon?
Is that an Allen key or
That is actually
a pin?
It's a what
A little
do you
mini
call it?
baton?
Yes, it's like I call it a nightstick. I think is that a northern thing? I gotta figure that out. I know like where I come from, it's called a nightstick. But yeah, it's a baton. I guess.
NGB stick?
Oh.
Don't even start.
No, I'm not. I'm
Thanks, folks. Have a good night.
I'm not going. I'm not going.
You just found it.
And then I have an array of knives.
Oh. He's
Ooh.
got a complete huge tackle box full of medical. Oh my god, that's making my back hurt. Because I've heard.
It's like out of Kroll.
Oh my, yeah, that's like a movie.
Yes,
thing.
it's from Kroll. That way it looks Kroll-esque.
Oh, it's got these
Double-ended.
very tapered, pointy blades, curved like sickles, sort of coming out of both ends in opposite directions.
I'm not sure why
At
you
least
did
this
it.
one's pretty.
I don't want to touch it. Thank you.
Why?
It's just a pocket knife,
I
and it's
know.
pretty. Look, it
very
sparkles.
nice.
It's titanium.
No, that's got. I forget what that's called. It's a heat treatment they do to it to get it to do that something.
Well, it's very.
I bet you
It's
he
pearlized.
could tell us what it is that makes it blue. Is it called
Called
bluing?
something.
Yeah, it's got.
Yeah,
a
they
technical
heat treat
name.
it and things like that. But you can't use these because that treatment, whatever they do, it's not good for the skin.
No.
So
Why?
if you
What
ever
will
have to
happen?
whatever they do to it and to make it and it's coated with something, I
Uh-huh.
don't think it's very good for human things. So,
Contact.
yeah, so do your research before stabbing people.
Stainless steel.
unless you mean to really fuck them up,
more
then
you
by
know.
all means use it.
surgical stainless.
Yeah.
That's why you go with the straight razors and things like that, because they're kind of meant to slice people's throats off.
Right, like and like this one here is stainless. So even though it's got the black coating on it, it's still.
Is that a butterfly knife?
This is not a butterfly knife. This is a switchblade.
See, well, my vision is shit from here, so the little holes made it look like.
It's a switch. Butterfly knives you don't have much control over. So you don't want something with a lot of joint to it.
Okay.
That's just me.
So all of these are actually in play tools that you'll use. They're not used for like You're not like going fishing and fucking
No.
breaking out the double-ended sickle fucking knife there.
No, I don't
No?
fish, nor do I hunt or anything like that. Just humans.
Oh,
Oh, nice, just people. Just people,
Just
and it's
people.
only the willing, pretty much.
that's not a knife. That's a knife.
The great thing about here's the fun part. I have a wholesale account with a knife dealer. So
Gee, what a surprise.
but the thing is, and this is something that I learned from my mentors, you can go out and you can buy $40, $50, $100 knife and really impress somebody with it, or you can spend $3 or $4 on the internet and get a knife that works just as well and will do everything that you want it to do. Especially when you're doing the blood, you don't want to keep something for quite some time and
Right, you want to replace
cross-contaminate.
it, right?
So you want to be able to replace it as often as you can.
That would
So
make
taking
more
a,
sense.
I have a $100 and something knife that is 14 inches long and has a curved blade to it, and it scares the shit out of people. But I can't use it because I'll kill somebody. But yeah, so go cheap when you're talking. Don't go too super cheap, but don't go nuts.
All right. So is there a because I know stainless, isn't there like a 408 or 404 or 808? Isn't there like certain levels of stainless steel?
There is, but you're talking to the wrong guy. I have no idea.
All right. So in other words, it doesn't matter.
No.
Stainless just isn't going to be coated, have some kind of dangerous coating on it usually.
Yeah. Well, 440 stainless. All right.
And let me ask you a question. If let's say the government started auctioning off the chance to like behead a motherfucker Arabic style, you know what I mean? Like would you participate in a beheading if it was like a proven guilty?
No, that's too quick.
No.
I thought it was
See,
no.
It'd be like
That's
a
killing
machete,
somebody.
rusty machete.
You're like a cat with a lizard. You just smack, let you go. Play with you a bit.
If
Smack,
I
smack.
If I could like spend a week just cutting somebody and like losing a toe, you know,
Like
or
Sin
something.
City style.
Yeah,
You know,
it
like,
just-
like that little sick fucker down in the basement there. Not eating them though.
Yeah,
Short
not
of
eating them. No, I don't. They're not delicious. But no, just
Did
like
you say delicious?
delicious.
them.
Delicious. No, if I could take a week with somebody and just make it the worst experience, like, this guy raped 17 children. For
Okay,
real, not in a movie. You know.
All right. Well, that I can hold on. That I can see because you just look happy as hell. Tell her like, and you know, like make it last. Like,
Right,
I cut a toe. I do this, and then it's like,
So why are you stopping him? Why are you hampering his creativity?
I'm
here?
not.
You're like just rained on the parade.
I-
You got them all talking about beheading a motherfucker a week long and shit. You're like,
You gotta
Put it on
make
it.
it last. If
See?
they don't suffer, they won't learn anything.
Especially if you're going to kill them.
they got to learn because they might do it again after you're dead.
Well, you don't
They
kill
got
them. You release them back into the wild. So you kill them again. You can do it again. You can't hurt your toys enough to where you can't play with them again.
You can't break them.
Yes. Well, you can, but You have to know how to break them.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about spirits.
It's mostly a mental breakdown kind of a thing.
Exactly. You don't want to
Like
physically
years.
break them.
You chip away over a decade or so.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys,
tell
you
me
guys
about
are. So I said it last
Today's
week.
word of the day is Stockholm syndrome.
You guys are as fucking evil as those woodland creatures from South Park, man. I'm telling you. And they've been on all week, and I'm like, that's fucking Katie and Paul. And now I'm gonna add you guys to her. You. She's been nice so far, because she hasn't been on the mic much. You agree with him? If you had the opportunity, if somebody fucked with somebody in your family and you found the person, would you do the same thing and make it slow?
She's the cutie, though. It's the other end of the knife.
I can see that.
You could see that. All right.
Yeah.
There's a movie called I Spit on Your Grave. If you've ever, it's old.
Classic.
They made a remake of it. If you've ever seen it, it's kind of like that, and it's interesting.
Yeah. I'll just pop a cap in somebody's ass.
I
got time for that
shit. Like, if you don't slow down and you hit my dog, I will burn down your house and murder your family. So.
That's not for sexual gratification. No. That's personal gratification, really.
We don't know it. We haven't done it yet.
Nice.
The night is young.
So like a purge type situation, you'd be all about.
I've been talking about that nonstop. That needs to come like tomorrow. And somebody would like put like a tracking device in my shoes or something. They'd want to know exactly where I am.
Yeah, well, what if your shoes get taken?
Like thrown up on a line.
Then
right
run.
in front of your house.
Text me. Hey, where you at? LOL. Fuck.
I got lots of knives though. Don't need fucking shoes. Got lots of knives.
Oh my
Assholes.
god. I found you on Grindr. Yeah, so these are some of the people in my world. So now you know the kind of people that I interact with.
Yeah, you might have to start doing the show by yourself. Actually, no. I'm actually having a real good time because we're not usually talking about regular content. And this is a learning experience for me because
Like that, we're not talking about regular content.
Right, regular crazy
content's
shit,
kind
you
of
know.
the regular crazy shit.
right.
It's a special crazy.
We have specialized crazy shit here. What else you got in that bag of that box of tricks?
I got
Because
claws.
there's 9 minutes left of the show.
A lot of what I have in here is more safety oriented than here, let me fuck you up oriented. So a lot of it is bandages, Neosporin, lighter fluid, alcohol.
Lighter fluid?
Yeah, because you can sterilize something.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Good answer. Good answer.
Survey says.
And burn the evidence.
Right.
I was gonna say cupping.
Well, and a lot of it is that I don't need a whole, first aid
Tackle
do.
box.
Yeah, what else do I have in here? Yeah, so a lot of it is that Germex, an extra knife that never gets used on anyone. That's in case I have to cut a zip tie, cut a rope or something like that for somebody else.
Okay.
So it's a fireman's knife just in case.
Not a people knife.
No, not a people knife. And anyone out there who wants to do anything, anywhere in the kinky world, have a bandage, have Neosporin, and have a fireman's knife.
Sign the waiver. That's what I say. Sign the fucking waiver. Sign the fucking waiver. I don't even want to know your name until it's on that
Sign the
fucking
fucking
paper
waiver.
right there.
Put your fucking name on the back.
Don't read it. Don't you fucking read it. Fucking sign. Now.
Smile pretty for the camera.
They look at you kind of funny when you hit them out of left field with that one after you've been in the bar all nice to them for a while.
Oh yeah.
You get home. Here's fucking paper.
They do. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're about to get down to it too. Like you're right down there. You got a big guy standing over you. You got a girl between your legs with her hand wrapped around your cock, about ready to suck it, and he's screaming like a fucking drill sergeant, "Sign the fucking waiver!"
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Blood? What do you want? Semen? Get it. I'll sign everything.
It sets the tone for the whole evening right
It
there.
does. It's really fun because sometimes they really don't know what to do with themselves. Like,
No, but they always do it. It's fucking awesome. You watch your eyes get real big and they go, okay,
like, what gonna happen?
Then he
if I
takes off the
don't?
clown mask.
See, you guys are getting an insight. You
Uh,
guys are getting an insight to what happens usually after the show. These are the stories that I hear. Because they hang out for like an hour and a half, and I hear these crazy fucking stories.
yeah.
Dave's like a muggle. He's like normal. Okay, he's not normally normal, but normal.
Yeah, I'm.
He does another
compared
show.
to you guys, I'm fucking missionary priest
Throw a sheet.
through a sheet, right?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You said priest, so little boys?
No.
On occasion, no.
Oh!
It depends on the kind of month he had.
Only if they're under 5 foot.
Right. Only if they're hairless.
Oh, God.
Nope.
And there goes the show.
It's all downhill from there.
Jeez.
Good thing it's almost over.
It didn't go to poo talk at least.
No, we're
That's what
not.
it really
Yeah,
is
let's
about.
all right, let's
We're
not
not
do
going
Most
there.
guys keep a bottle of Jergens. He's got a bottle of Nair next to the bed.
that.
Oh,
You're
God.
16, Timmy, but we're still gonna do this.
But
Oh, God.
he was 16 but had the body of a 10-year-old.
Guys are
Nice, Dave.
terrible.
That's fucking nice.
Guys are terrible.
Oh
Say
God!
fuck.
Here's the thing: is I think because I have another show on this network, and it's like political conspiracy. This is the antithesis of that show, and I always think that people that listen to this show don't listen to the other show. But I'm sure I'm going to hear shit this Saturday. Oh no, I'm off this Saturday. Thank you.
Exactly, you're off.
Right.
Who are you thinking? Because
Peop-
you like had thumbs up and everything. Like
Because people will
"Yay, me."
forget, hopefully. And everybody's
Forget what, that you're on?
all
What
my
do you mean?
fans are listening to Dangerous Conversation. Right
No,
now.
we know. See, we know.
Fuck off.
We're aware. We know. It's okay.
No, so I could speak it with impunity here.
Hey, we're on iTunes. People can catch us after. Subscribe.
Oh
please.
yeah.
This
Fucking
free.
subscribe. Crying
this
out
show
loud.
is more technically advanced than Radio IO.
I'm telling you.
Whatever.
Write a goddamn review. I look around. You write a review, even if you hate the fucking show.
All right, we got 5 minutes left. You got any granddaddy things or any good stories
You're
or?
freshen us out just
Any
like that. Look at them, man.
I told
Granddaddy
you I got shit to
things.
do.
Shit
No,
out
what-
early.
is there a
Can
showstopper
we-
aside from me and little boys?
Can we do this shifty style and just start playing music like 10 minutes early, 5 minutes early? Ah, fuck it.
We can
We're
do
done.
anything we want.
No, we don't want to do that, Dave.
No, I'm not saying we could do it. I'm just saying,
Talking you out of it.
what's next? Because my interest is peaked. Some of this hardware I see here,
That's
Look, none of
much
it-
about it.
none of it looks comfortable.
No, that's the whole point.
Right.
Hey, to be comfortable.
I will find
right, it's not
whatever it
made to be
is that
comfortable.
fucks with your head. If you don't like drool, I will get you to do that drool thing.
They have ball gags now that are, well, they've had them for a while now, but they're made out of, it's a jawbreaker.
Hmm.
That shit makes you drool too, because it's 100% candy.
Ugh.
It's a stick
yeah,
It's
but you
sugar.
might like that. You'd be like, this is
Not
sweet.
if you're a diabetic.
Exactly.
That's just straight up torture.
Haven't you seen the movie?
Diabetic porn.
You haven't seen the Jawbreaker movie?
I have.
Come on, man. That's straight out of a that's mental imagery you already have.
And they
Jawbreaker.
even sell replacements, so you can.
Well, I would
But-
hope so. That would be like a one-time use thing.
That's
That's
true.
like for
Because
Christmas.
I don't want someone else's drooly jawbreaker in my I will put up with a lot of things in my mouth that someone else's drooled on.
Right, but
That's
someone else's
that's like
jawbreaker. I
chewing-
draw the line at someone else's
That's
jawbreaker.
like biting off someone else's candy necklace. It's just not okay. No. Keep that shit to yourself.
I love the line.
Just a
Someone's pocket gummy bears. Just don't do that. They're all warm.
your gummy bears.
Give me some of your tots and start.
Why are there tots on these gummy bears?
Oh my god, you've got shiny talons.
I got shiny talent.
That's what I said.
Oh,
That's why I went there.
yeah. Fun
Jeez.
fact: that movie's 10 years old this year.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was watching Shawshank Redemption today. It's 20 years old.
Oof. I remember I
remember that was in theaters.
Fuck you. I was a new father 20 years ago.
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm fucking old. All right, let's start
Oh,
something else. I don't want to talk about it all day.
How old are you?
I
Dave?
really am just like opening up my mouth and not really thinking.
I know because
I
you're
can fix
'cause
that.
you're
Got things.
because we
The spider one's cool. Katie shot it out already.
Yeah, well, no.
It's warm.
But you didn't pee in her mouth. You talked about it, and you didn't come through.
I'm not really into water sports.
yeah
It's
no.
not my gig, so I don't really want to.
Yeah, me either. I got peed on in a parking lot. It sucked.
Well, I mean,
Well, what? Wait, hold on. What warranted that?
Not me.
6 Long Island iced teas
no.
for a chick.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So how did she get to the point where she's peeing on you?
How did she just did? I don't know. I don't remember.
Was she sitting on your lap? Did she just stand
I
up and
caught her in a
arc
bear
it
hug.
and friggin'?
I caught her in a bear
You
hug.
squeezed the piss out of her?
Yeah. Oh man, you just made me realize that.
Well, what if it wasn't blood? Like you didn't pop her tampon out.
That wouldn't bother me. Then I just got a teabag.
Oh God! Have you done that? Have you actually steeped or sucked on a tampon? Yeah, we're going gross for the out.
No, it's not good blood. It's dead blood. It's icky.
All right,
Like
so
pennies.
I got to be honest with you. I'm kind of intrigued. If we got you back and set the room up as a kill room, could we see it? I mean, we'll get better cameras and shit.
Yeah, without a doubt.
All right, so let's figure that out. And because for some reason I want to see it, and actually for some reason I want to feel it. If you could cut me and not give me a scar, cut me, Mick.
Cut me.
I would go for that for a second.
Wow.
I'm good. I'm game. Just
My goodness. Well,
Don't expect me to get horny for it, and I just want to see what the feeling is. Because I've cut myself many times accidentally, but I've never done it on purpose.
Does it
my
make you gay
gosh.
if you cut another band? I don't think so.
no.
as long as my balls don't touch.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to another edition, number 28 of Katie's World on RazRadioLive.com, Mallard Report, and Gonzo Radio after this. Thank you so much to my guests, Bloodlust and Miss Vanna. You guys are awesome. Very cool. All right, well, Stuntcock, always a pleasure. Dave. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
You fucker. Okay, we hit 9.
I don't want to be a shifty and go along.
The Shifty just locked out early.
I did that over on Shifty Show when I was doing the Ben show. You need to go along.
Oh, thank you.
That was actually really fun.
See?
In a weird way.
See, what happened was...
Where is that from? Because I've been staying there for like a year. My friend says, "Where'd you get that from?" I'm like, I don't remember.
Chris Rock. Chris Rock and to Ghetto sang to begin with.
Right.
See, what had happened was...
That shit's like YouTube on us. Oh, now we gotta break it now.
I'll break that.
You break that.
I need dinner.
I'm working on it.
Dinner?
Mike over here.
Yeah.
Mr.